How to activate your feminine energy. Hi friends, in this video I'm going to explain to you how to activate your feminine energy. I will cover what that means and why it is important. Knowing more about feminine energy can be adding to feeling good and being more balanced. If you're new here, my name is Carla van Wassem and my videos are about emotional well-being, relationships and holistic psychology. If that is of your interest, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. It is important to recognize that several feminine characteristics can be present in varying degrees in different individuals, regardless of their gender identity. The concept of feminine energy is a way to explore and understand certain aspects of human behavior and traits. Feminine energy can make us feel more energized and magnetic to others. As I'm sure you know, there are two energies, masculine and feminine, and they are considered polar opposites, but also both equally important, and they complement each other perfectly. They complement when they are balanced and flow freely. As you know, male and females possess both energies within them. Usually one is more dominant than the other. So in general, males tend to have stronger masculine energy and females tend to have stronger feminine energy. Of course, this is not always the case, and it can vary a lot. The validation and judgment we give to these energies can be a little problematic. People tend to put things into boxes. When you define masculine and feminine with certain preconceived qualities, quickly you'll find that one energy is more validated than the other. This is not beneficial. The best thing we can do is to view them from a neutral, respectful perspective. One is not better than the other, but indeed complementary. And again, remember, we all carry both within us. In general, masculine energy is usually defined as problem-solving, analytical, competitive, action-oriented, grounded, protective, and high-achieving, and more. Feminine energy is seen as inspiring, empathic, spiritual, playful, expressive, creative, compassionate, nurturing, intuitive, and loves to love and be loved, and more. This is super general, and the traits of both energies overlap a lot, and so many more components combine to create what a person is. But for now, let's just focus on the energies. Suppressing your feminine energy as a female can be harmful, especially if you believe that masculine energies are preferable above feminine energies. Unfortunately, so many women do this in order to survive in a male-dominated profession or anywhere in our masculinized world where the masculine energy is so highly validated. This can make anyone feel out of touch with their body. It can also drain their energy and over time create burnout. So the alignment in feeling good about who you are is off. Feminine energy is also associated with finding purpose by embracing your higher self and living authentically without fear or judgment. This can manifest itself in many ways depending on the individual. For some, it may mean pursuing a career they are passionate about. How great is that? For others, it may mean taking time off to work and to travel and explore new places. It may mean reconnecting with friends and family members who have been neglected due to lack of time or attention. No matter what form it takes, tapping into your feminine energy can help you find purpose in life by allowing you to become more receptive to yourself and the world around you. We are told we have to achieve more, hustle like never before, and pursue our dreams at all costs. In modern culture, it is so easy for us as women to get caught up in our masculine energy and lose touch a little with our more feminine side. But when you become more aware of your feminine energy, it also makes you more magnetic to others, especially those with strong, healthy masculine energy. So let's talk about how to activate your feminine energy. Here we go. The first tip I'd like to share is becoming aware of receiving. The feminine collective consciousness carries very positive judgment about giving, and women naturally tend to give a lot. Yet receiving at the other end of the stick is very undervalidated. We feel great and validated when we give, but how do we feel about receiving? Once I did a small test with one of my clients who came for relationship issues. She gave a 10 to giving and a 0 to receiving. you can imagine how that burdened her relationship. If we only give, at a certain point, nothing is left over for ourselves. Receiving in relationships is very important. According to Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, one of the traits of masculine energy is to give. So as a partner, if you have a hard time receiving, that is problematic or even detrimental to the relationship. Giving makes the masculine feel good about himself. So if you are in a relationship, be conscious about that. If you have a hard time receiving, from now on tell yourself, I am open to receive. I'm worthy of the best things in life, and now I lovingly allow myself to receive. Feeling gratitude, saying, I appreciate this, thank you. The masculine especially loves to provide when recognized in this way. So embrace it and enjoy it. Receive whatever is given to you with love, without criticism or judgment. Expressing gratitude and see how uplifting that is. The next step is movement. Dancing is a great way to connect to your body. It doesn't matter what you do, but turning on some music and just dancing with whatever movements you show up is letting the energy flow throughout your body. This helps you be more present in your body and also more connected to your body. Another way is yoga or just stretching. Do whatever makes you feel good, but move. The next tip is about love. Focusing on love is opening up to the highest vibrational energy. I believe love is the answer to so much. That can mean placing yourself in the shoes of the other person, and you'll get a much better understanding. Love is meant to heal. The power of loving feminine energy is that it inspires those with healthy masculine energy to take action. So when it comes to your partners, inspire them with your love and focus on living your best life. When you focus on love, judgment and criticism are absent. Judgment never stems from love. Think about that. But this doesn't mean that everything is okay. Your intuition will warn you if you need to watch out or get more alert. Today there is much talk about self-love. Of course, that is such an important topic. If you hate yourself, how can you love your partner? And how can your partner love you? So you sooner or later will resent him or her, and the relationship will fail. Healthy self-love is a prerequisite for feminine energy to flow. The heart is a vast organ where love can expand endlessly. If a woman is deeply aligned with love and is acting from love, she will shine and contribute to the world around her in many ways. Acting from a place of love, it's easier to soften up a little. If you look with kindness to the environment, you'll see that the environment changes. Notice how you feel when you stay focused on love instead of allowing lower vibration feelings like anger and resentment to dominate you. Yes, you can have anger, but you want to manage that well. The next tip is about going into nature. Yes, nature is a medicine in many ways, but also for healing feminine energy. Mother Earth radiates strong feminine energy. I recommend spending time outside walking or just being out in nature and feeling connected to the feminine energy that the earth offers and radiates. Having plants on your balcony, flowers in your garden, or any other way of growing herbs and vegetables, if you like, connects you to Mother Earth. She creates life and grows life, and as a woman, we have the power to do this also. Nature is also helpful to relieve feelings of stress and anxiety, blocking our feminine energy, and it is blocking the well-being of everybody. My next tip is about negative habits such as comparing oneself to others. So many girls and women make themselves unhappy and block their feminine energy by being hard on themselves, critical of their bodies and looks, and comparing themselves to the pictures that saturate social media. If you believe that your looks are all that matters, you are very disconnected from the feminine energy within you. Of course, it's great to feel good about how you look, but it's not at all everything you are. Constantly comparing yourself with others can create problems and give you the feeling that you are not good enough. Don't waste your time and energy looking at those pictures. They are usually not inspirational to begin with, and they can really affect your energy and your self-confidence. Comparing is killing. Who cares? That's the answer. Saying that helps you out too. It helps me. Beside that, To really embrace your feminine energy, you need to stay focused on you and your real life and connected to your core. Having that said, taking good care of your body and working out several times a week to stay in shape, showing respect for your body, and of course that will connect you to feminine energy. So I hope you're doing that. The next tip is about boundaries and assertivity. A feminine woman can totally be assertive, but that doesn't mean you have to be aggressive. That are two different things. Assertive means you're standing up for what is important to you. That includes respectfully explaining your boundaries. You first have to know what they are to begin with. You can never demand that your boundaries are honored or respected, or only request in harmony. If that doesn't help, you might learn the tools of effective communication, something that I teach. If your boundaries are not validated, we build up resentment. That's just so unhealthy. A woman with strong feminine energy does not let people just walk all over her and will speak up for herself from a calm place about what she thinks and what she probably will need. She will not manipulate her needs, yet is conscious about what they are. There is so much buzz about my needs today that there is so much judgment, blaming and demanding around it, and it's not healthy either. That's totally not meant when we communicate our needs. Again, you cannot force anybody, only request respectfully what you would like to happen, and that's about needs. Do not judge yourself, but be honest when you reflect on your feelings. Blaming others as the reason for how you feel is giving your power away. The next tip is about inspiration, creativity, and intuition. These are three important feminine components. However, to be connected to them, they require that you are disconnected from electronics. If you have nothing to do, and as a habit you grab your phone and scroll, you lost some opportunity to become inspired, or to get ideas, to make plans, or create something in your mind. Creativity has many faces. If you're used to being constantly distracted with your phone or computer, it's not easy for your feminine energy to flow and serve you with inspiration. The same is valid for creativity. Everything that you will create is first created in your head. So, you see how important it is to be present in the now and not to be distracted. This is also valid for mothers. Too often I see young mothers on their phones, next to their young kids, and the kids are playing alone or in a stroller looking bored, and there's no conversation going on. Or older kids who ask the same question like 10 times before it gets answered. It's terrible. If you don't communicate as much as you can with a baby, a toddler, and older kids, you miss out on creating a deep connection, and they miss out on bonding and will be less capable of developing deep connections in the future. Mind you about that. The brain needs loving interaction to develop healthy. Motherhood is very connected to feminine energy. The opportunity of birthing another human being is the ultimate magical form of creativity. And of course, not every woman needs to become a mother. Today we have a free choice, how to design our lives. Isn't that amazing? Another tip that is important for the flow of feminine energy is about sensitivity, empathy, emotions, and feelings. In the past, feelings and emotions were not really validated and were often seen as female weakness. If that somewhere hits a nerve with you now, it might be a belief that you inherited and you totally want to get rid of that. It's not serving you. In becoming more balanced, we need to take distance from those judgments and measurements that don't serve us. Understanding and resonating with others' emotions and experience is a key trait of feminine energy, so-called empathy. It involves being sensitive and responsive to others' feelings. Feminine energy is connected to the heart, where most of our feelings, emotions, and empathy are felt. Living from the heart is a feminine trait. Of course, the masculine is also connected to the heart, but functions a little differently. A balanced personality operates from a mind-heart intuition connection. 3 key components. So, you know, if we act only on what we feel, we are not balanced in our femininity. If we close our heart and act only rationally, we are disconnected from an essential part of us as well. How do you connect more to your heart and take decisions that are connected to your heart and intuition? Just by focusing on it. When you take a decision, ask yourself, what do I sense in my body? Where do I sense it? What do I feel? If you make this a habit too, you will easily recognize when your intuition talks to you. And my slogan is, if it doesn't feel good, don't take action. I then choose to look deeper into the decisions I'd like to make. Using your intuition, your gut feelings, involves trusting your inner wisdom and being receptive to subtle cues and insights. And I think that is a huge gift to us. Intuition is not opposing science, it is another phenomenon. Maybe call it a barometer. It's there to serve us. If you don't do this yet and decide now to listen more to your intuition, it can become very interesting to see what happens. I hope you do. I'd like to warn you for one thing though, and that is that fear can show up and you think it's your intuition warning you. Not really. There is a fine line between where fear starts and where intuition begins. Fear can show up for so many reasons. Irrational fears, inherited trauma, insecurity. If you're doubting if you're led by fears or if your intuition warns you, sit with the thought. Meditate on it. If that doesn't help, let it be. And do not make a decision. Of course, there are more feminine traits to think about, but this is it for now. Enjoy the wonderful being you are. And thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Ciao for now.